Hey everybody, thanks for coming back to Disturbing Kreationz, and today I got a special for you. So we use a lot of different products, we order from a lot of different companies, and we do a lot of different aftermarket stuff. So what I want to do for you today is a review. Hey guys, welcome back to Disturbing Kreationz, and today we're going to be working, well, me and Wolf are going to be working on the Disturbing E46. Now we've already wrapped it blue, we've already done all the upgrades, but the headlights just look really plain and clear. And if you know me, I love doing the color change headlight kits. I'm pretty good, well known for restoring headlights and doing the headlights. But today I'm gonna try a new film. It's the blue tint, and here's the smoke tint. So I normally only use film that has the air channel release in it, right? But today, Wolfie talked me into using this other film that was a little cheaper that doesn't have any air pockets in it. So if it doesn't work, somebody's not getting any snacks tonight. What do you think? I don't know. All right, so let's get right down to the table. Let's check this wrap out and see how it works. I've got a lot of experience with wrap. This is a new technique we're gonna use. We're gonna be using water to lay the wrap. All right, so this is an E46 light right here that I took off of the, this is for a 330, and I did a 330 upgrade on my 325, so I have to use these 330 lights. Now, I cleaned them, they looked terrible, like a cloud, you couldn't even see through, and now we're gonna apply this new tint. So I'm trying this new tint out that I saw on Amazon. I already am kind of iffy about it because when I pulled it back here, I don't see any air channels here. So this is more like a window tint. You can't really push the bubbles out of this with a squeegee like you can a regular wrap or like the Vivid Smoke tint wrap for the headlights. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this on like your window tinting, but we're window tinting the headlight. So we're going to apply water. Now, I've only done this once before, and I really didn't like the technique. But since I'm so good at doing the headlights, I'm going to try this again so that we can see how it works. So let's go ahead and we're going to just take some regular water. Some people put a little soap in it, but I hear that if you put more than like 3 drops in a quart, you really don't get adhesion. So we're just going to kind of squirt it down a little bit and kind of just move the water around here a little, you know. And then we don't need the heat gun yet, but we do need the squeegee, and it has to have felt on it. So let's open up the film. Right, and then we're going to put the film on the, let's see, put the film on the corner here, and we're gonna hold it tight and squeegee it all the way down so we can get a center baseline. Boom, it's done. I'm just playing. After that, so now we have to work up and down, you know. So I hold it, I try to hold it away from the material as I'm going down. It seems to work better that way to get the bubbles out. And I use this to push it down in. I see that when I push it in and then I try to squeegee, you're just chasing bubbles all over. This tint is definitely a different technique than what you guys are seeing on TV, on YouTube, all that. So we are doing something completely different. Now, sometimes you can't get all the colors that you want. Only certain companies make certain colors. Now, see, I got 2 bubbles in here, and I already put it down, so we're gonna have to lift it up a little bit and then try to do the pull technique again, and now they're gone. So I know that you're not in very close, but I'm just showing you. You know, if you guys want to learn how to wrap headlights, taillights, any of that kind of stuff, I've got a bunch of different videos with regular air channel wrap. That's going to be a little easier for you. I like Vivid for the tint wrap. I'm not sponsored by them, but you know, it would help if I was. You know, maybe if I get the CK Wraps level, they'll sponsor me too. You know, because I definitely feel like he's sponsored by them. So here's the thing. I'm gonna have to heat it a little bit right here, and then I'm gonna have to stretch it, and then I'm gonna have to, after it gets the stretch, I'm gonna have to pull it back, wet it again, and then push the bubbles out, because right now it's flat, but the light goes concave. So, and you can't, you know, stretch this without heating it. So you have to do these different techniques if you want all the bubbles out. All right, so right here around the edges, there's little wrinkles where it's folded in like canals or whatever. It ridges like this. So I'm not worried about this. We're going to use the heat gun to pull this and then pull it down tight. So all we want to do is get the main bubbles out here. The main bubbles, you know. That's where we're going wrong here. That's where we're going wrong. Okay. Gotta make sure you keep wetting this stuff. This stuff is a pain in the butt. This is why I don't like it, because it's so temperamental about the water. This is why I don't tint windows that much either, unless I absolutely have to. I'd rather get somebody else to do it, you know? Okay, it came up so much nicer. Okay, now it's flat. And so I wasted all that time because I didn't use the proper technique. So with this, you have to wet. You can't use the same techniques that you use to do a regular channel film. So I'm going to show you these divots here when I go back through. So now we're going to do the top again. I'm going to do the top. So we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to, you know, a little at a time. We're going to follow it. We're going to follow it up. Get all the air pockets out. Great now. Wow. Oh, wow. So it came out pretty good after I wet it. So right now the light itself looks really good. Now it does have scratches all over it from this because I did it dry, but it has a film protective, a PPF on top of it. So once we do everything, heat it, pull it, stretch it, then I'll peel the film off and it'll look shiny, brand new again. So we're gonna go ahead and start the heat process here. We're gonna go around the edges. Just gonna heat it a little bit. And pull it. So now we're pulling it, stretching the material so it makes that bend. Right here. See a little bubble right here. So before I cinch it, I gotta fix push that out. Okay. All right, and I'm gonna fix it. And now we're gonna like push it on the top. So I wanna get a little bit over the top. So you'll never see this extra on the top, but if you cut it right to, you get these wrinkles and weird little things, bubbles that you can't really mess with because you have no extra material to pull this out. And when I first started doing this, I really didn't understand. I was trying to save material to make every little piece, you know, perfect. It doesn't look nice, and you gotta rip it off, and you gotta use another piece of material. So just waste this a little bit, you know, around the sides so you can pull when you're heating it. And just cut those off. You do it once and you're done. And I've been doing it that way, and it's coming out so much better. So this is a lot thicker than wrap, you know? So you gotta watch. It's hard it's really hard to burn through it, but it's hard to stretch as well. So you gotta watch what you're doing. Especially like down here. So sometimes I'll just kind of heat it and push it with my finger, heat it, you know, push it with my finger, heat it. And that was a big piece, so we're gonna wrap that, pull that. So I'm gonna just pull it out and down. So I'm pulling out and down. And the reason why I'm pulling out and down is because instead of the wrap pulling out this way, the wrap's going to want to pull together before it pulls out. And when it pulls together, it's actually tightening around the edge here. Now, I learned this from watching CK wraps. And I watch a lot of people because if these people are professional, then I want to learn from them and then be able to teach other people. You know, when you go around the corner, you spread and pull instead of just pulling straight. Works great. So now I have all this extra. The light is wrapped all the way around. So now all I'm going to do is go around and heat it to make sure it's cinched in. So now we're just going to make sure that it's on there really well. So let's just heat it up to make sure. So, man, I think it came out pretty good. So, I'm gonna see if I can show you guys. It came out pretty good. So I gotta cut the excess with the little knife. The scratches and stuff on top are all gonna come off because of the film. You see where the film started to pick up right there? That's not a scratch, that's the film. We have it pulled across, so the lines look really nice. So we're gonna just cut off the excess with a little knife, and then I'm gonna pull the film off, and then I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like as well. Like I said before, I do this all the time, so I don't need to do this on this episode. If you want to know how to do a light, just go ahead and look at my other playlists. So I just did the cutting, but the material on top is kind of weird. It almost feels like a real slough skin, like if you've been sunburned and your skin's peeling off. You gotta peel it really easy, really slow. Gotta watch that it doesn't peel the line that you just did off. So it's better to take 30 seconds and peel this all the way around than to go and like try to hurry up and rip it off, and then you rip some of the wrap off and you can't get it on perfected again. But I'm gonna do, actually let's peel half off so you can see the difference, and then you can see the other side. Now, I always try to buy wrap that has this protective coating, but I like satin. Satin doesn't have this. A lot of the color change has this. Okay, so let's just cut this little piece off right here. Little knife. And you can see the difference already, right? Between the clear and the non-clear. Alright, so let's just wrap the rest of this off. And I feel like I got sunburn and I'm peeling the skin off my shoulders. I know that's icky talk, but you know. Wow, looks great, looks great. This is gonna look so good on the blue car, especially after I shine them up a little bit, you know? Now, I probably wouldn't buy this again, even though it turned out pretty good and it's gonna look good on the car, but I just don't like the way it squeegees with the water. If you're a window tinter and you like this kind of stuff and you like this technique, great. I have heard that some people use solution or like a soap water mix to install wrap, but I don't like that either. I like the air channel wrap where you can pick it up, put it down, pick it up, put it down. And once you squeegee it, it flattens out and it starts to turn into a suction. So, I mean, I give it a 3.5 out of 5. You know, it looks good. It doesn't look as good as if I did it with the other, you know, but the color came out. The color is beautiful. It's thick. It's stretchable. It doesn't come back too much. Like if you stretch the wrap, and then you kind of heat it, then it'll come back. But I think that's about it. So I'm gonna go with 3.5 out of 5. All right, so we got the headlights all done. Let's see what they look like installed. Now I am missing this piece down here because I ordered that, but they sent me the wrong piece. So that is going to be the same color blue. But this is the blue tint and here's the smoke tint. So I think the headlights came out great. So pick your favorite color, watch this video again 2-3 times, and you will also be able to have these custom headlight design. Thanks for coming to Disturbing Kreationz. We love you all. Like and subscribe to watch more great custom videos. So I'm gonna hit pause on the camera. I'm gonna put the, I didn't know I forgot to put the, plug the thing in, and we're gonna plug it in and come right back. Piece back. Stuff's hard to peel sometimes. I can't really see that side. I'm gonna do this side. I can see it.